is using. So I want to continue that. Now, we talked about self-directing retirement accounts, and there's a lot of listeners, unfortunately, that potentially have, lost their job in the past, 6 months here, 6 to 9 months.
Right.
And now they have a good situation, though. They have a 401k with an old employer, and they want to be able to take more control of that, right? So is it possible to roll a 401k into an IRA if you don't work for the company, or do you have to keep it there or have to have a money manager manage it for you?
I think a lot of people think they have to keep it in the 401k, or they just do because it's easier and they don't know how to do anything different with it. But anytime you leave a company, your 401k becomes available to be transferred into a self-directed IRA. Why might you want to do that? Well, number one, you have many more choices. In your employer-sponsored retirement plan, you may have choices of maybe a handful of mutual funds, maybe some exchange-traded funds or some individual stocks, but not access to the leveraged assets we talked about, and really nothing that will protect you if the market is going down. If you're in a mutual fund, for example, a mutual fund manager cannot short the market, which is a way of making money in a down market. They can't go to all cash. In a self-directed IRA, you have access to the leveraged assets we talked about. You can trade futures, Forex, options. You can trade stock. If you want to trade or invest in mutual funds, you can. But when we talk about those in these classes, I think you'll find that that's not going to be your first choice. The institutions are not doing that. They're putting you in mutual funds because the fees that they charge are quite high. That's a very lucrative business for Wall Street. So if you have a self-directed IRA, you have many more choices. You have assets that will participate in an up market. You have strategies and assets that will benefit you in a down market and in a sideways market, but you eliminate those fees. Here's an example. Let's just say that you have $100,000 and you put it in the market for 30 years at 7%. The return with no fees at all would be over $761,000. With a 2% fee over that time period, your return now is $432,000. $329,000 was lost to fees. That could be money that would be in your pocket, so to speak, when you retire. If you look at, you had mentioned the Dalbar study.